Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for the rescheduled Manchester United Chelsea Spurs show. I will be joined by my regular co-host of this show. I will be joined by a couple special guests. Actually, a few special guests representing. I've got another United representative, another Chelsea representative, another Spurs representative as well. So there should be six of us on. I know this is earlier than scheduled as well. It's supposed to be half an hour later, but Shameless finished earlier, so that's why we've raided. But big up to everyone that's locked in. Please keep all your comments, all your questions, Manchester United, Chelsea, or Tottenham Hotspur related. Let's bump up the likes as well, because there's over 100 of you lot in the building, over 100 people here, only at 15 likes. Let's get that up to 50 likes, people. Yes, Warrior J, you heard me right. It's supposed to be 6 panelists on here. So obviously myself, Surfer, Jez, and that's obviously the three regulars on here. And then there's 3 special guests we have joining us. Obviously another Manchester United fan, another Chelsea fan, another Spurs fan. So everyone should be joining very much shortly. But yes, like check 1 2 1 2. Let's bump up them likes first and foremost. Let's bump up those likes. Please share this across all the socials. And on top of those 2 things, subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV as well. It is road to 8,000 subscribers. And when you subscribe, make sure you hit the notification bell as well. But yeah, man, let's bump up these likes, because over 100, only at 17. Like I said, 50 likes, people. What are we doing, man? Get us up to 50 likes. And like I stated, keep all your questions United, Chelsea, or Spurs related. As you can see from the title, Chelsea struggling under Poch, Spurs loving life under Ange, and Ten Hag under pressure at Manchester United. And of course, if you super chat, we'll get straight to your comment or your question as well. Big up to BT. I see you, says please click the like button. Please subscribe to all the channels on the panel. You already know what it is. Vivek, you'll see in a second who the guests are. Don't worry, Warrior J, I will get to any questions for Jez as well. But we do have Jez is in the building. Jacob is also in the building as well. What are you saying, Jacob? We'll start with you. You good, my guy?
Oh, too blessed to be stressed. Thank you for the invite, man. It means a lot. Good to be here. I get to share the room with Jez. Are you kidding me?
Hey,
I'm
big up,
I'm
big up.
I'm living great, man.
Love that, love that. What are you saying, Jez? You good, fam? Yeah?
Yeah, man, I'm good, man. Just enjoying the time off, just watching some NFL and just chilling.
Yeah, man. Calm, calm, calm. So, yeah, like I said, get your questions in. The Chelsea representatives will be here shortly. Don't worry about that. Warrior J says, flawless. You don't mind if I ask Jez an off-topic question before you discuss about the topics. Jez, thoughts on the Germany national team situation? That's a good question, actually.
Um, um, I mean, today obviously Hansi Flick got sacked, finally. But
I
now
said, finally, you know.
it's just a whole mess. It's like players don't get along with each other. The manager just doesn't. The manager doesn't get the difference between international football and club football. Um, the FA is just messing around, not taking this serious, considering in less than 12 months there's a tournament going on in the country. So it's just a lot of mess, and Kai Havertz is the starting striker for whatever reason.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So, like I said, I don't know what's going on, but something has to change, and I hope the Hansi Flick sacking could be the first one thing that actually starts moving things on.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough. Big up to King Calvin, Daniel E, see you as well. People have already mentioned that Klopp could potentially take the job. You never know. Chinlu says, big up Flawless in the chat. Do you think Ten Hag switching up the tactics and formation, or you think he's sticking to the current method of playing disjointed football? I don't think he's trying to play disjointed football. I don't think any manager puts a lineup together, puts a formation together, and tells the players go out there and play disjointed football and don't be a cohesive unit. Problem Manchester United have, and I've said it many, many times before, our players are just not that good. That's just simply what it is. There's no football. Could we play better football? Yes. But could we play football that really improves us to the point where we're competing for anything and there's no drastic change, even if you played our best team, because we still lack whatever our best team is, and everybody has to be fit for that to be the case. Larger, my guy Eddie in the cut as well. Told you, man, the people will be here shortly. Yes, Eddie, what are you saying, fam? You good?
My bad, people. It's football Sunday. Little brother was a little bit distracted. Feel me? But
Nah, we started earlier anyway, fam. So that's on me. No stress. No
right.
stress.
Shout out to
early.
What up, Jacob? What up, Jess? How y'all boys doing, man?
All right, big up, Eddie.
Big
man,
up,
man.
Eddie.
Man, like
Get to
Eddie
share the
was
screen with
good.
Eddie too. I mean, flawless. Was it my birthday? You treat me to dinner with royalty or what?
I told you I was going. Did I not say last time you was on here I was gonna bring you back on? I did say that to you, man.
You
Like
did.
I fucks with you. You know what I'm saying? So you know that. Like, make sure you subscribe to Jacob's channel. That being said, United Spurs of America, one of the mods. Please put the link for that channel in the chat and go subscribe. In particular, if you're a Spurs fan, but make sure you support. But yeah, Eddie, I'll let you get to this question as well from Chinley, who asked about it. Do you see Ten Hag switching up the tactics, or do you think he sticks with what he's gone with so far?
Switch up what? Switch up what? Y'all, like, what you mean switch up, man? You see who he got on that pitch, dog? Who he's standing up there? If he was gonna do it, he would have done it by now, people.
Yeah,
He in his ways. He in his ways. Now, I'm just like, shit, he's gonna have to switch it up because his boy on a little bit of a vacation. You catch my drift. We ain't gonna go too much into why on that vacation, but it is what it is. So for me, I'm interested to see what that looks like. That's the only thing I could somewhat try and forecast is him without Anthony. What does that look like? And what does our right side look like? Because I'm saying it's been since 2017 that we've looked at that right side and we've always just been like, damn, we got holograms in there. You feel me? Like, so I got no faith in any kind of switch up. I just have to hope that we find a way to win games and give people a tough showing. That's all I can really, bank on, honestly. It's just faith.
No, first. We got Ahmed in the building as well. Don't worry, people. Surfer will be here shortly as well. Ahmed, what are you telling me, though, family? You good?
I'm doing good, man. It's always a pleasure to be here, as always, man. Always a pleasure.
Man. I'm saying that to bring you on. It was like international break. I was like, all right, let's bring through some more fans of each club and get more people's thoughts. But Jacob, we'll go to you because I actually don't know your thoughts because we haven't spoken on it in depth. Jez, this is the happiest we've seen Jez because of Ange Postecoglou. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen such a happy Jez. It's crazy. But yeah, what's your thoughts on the impact Ange Postecoglou has had at Spurs? You must be over the moon about it as well.
I'm okay. I'm losing my words real quick. That's not the best open, but if I'm being legitimately honest with you, Flawless, and being candid with your audience right now, it's 4 games in, admittedly, but I already am thinking about getting this man's face tattooed somewhere on my body. Don't know how else to say it. I'm trying to not fall in love with the woman that you just met. You don't want to express that night that the 4 nights y'all spent together is extra special. How soon is too soon to say, baby, I love you? And really, I struggle with that. I struggle with it a lot because this is random, but kangaroos have been my favorite animal since a young child. And then a man like Ange come in and he said, don't worry, I'm cooking you up something nice. It just makes you feel like your father's driving the vehicle. You're not worried about the other drivers. You're not worried about if he's running lights, stopping. He's going to do what he's going to do, but you feel safe because your father's driving the car. That's the feeling. In regards to the difference was immense with 11 training sessions, how different we looked in our first preseason match under him versus West Ham. Now that was 11 training sessions. I was like, oh my goodness, we look completely different. This is a little exciting. I mean, yeah, our players were getting torn up by Jared Bowen, an average baller, but we're playing completely different. And so that was like, okay, the writing's on the wall there. We're going to look a lot different. And I felt same thing with the goalkeepers. I answered the same way. Just as time has gone on, at every step, there has been answers to the questions that I have had, and he's answered them. But not only answered them, but made me feel silly for wondering that in the first place.
Okay, first. And is there any players in particular? Obviously, Madison's one who stood out, Basuma, Sarr, Adogi, but who has stood out to you in particular? Look at the smile on his face. This guy's so happy. You like Jets? You know what I'm saying? I never seen a Spurs fan so happy. It's crazy, Spurs fans universally over the moon after the first 4 games, which I
Oh,
understand. I get it.
I maybe didn't smile like this since the Champions League final, mate. Like it's been a minute.
I hear you.
Let me caveat all the things I'm saying by also I speak with a lot of fans like myself who have been here, 10 years less. I also been with fans that's been here 60 years less, more. So I speak with them and they all say, I just came off a show on my own channel with a man like Kuva, and he's been following the Spurs since we were actually good and winning trophies, and the FA Cup was our thing. And he's been a fan for that long, and he said, I haven't felt this way about Spurs ever.
Jeez.
Last year, he was watching Indiana Jones when we kicked off. He didn't care last year. Now he's talking about, oh, these feelings are feelings I haven't felt ever. And so that just validates my experience, because I'm like, oh my goodness, what is this I'm feeling right now? And he's saying, I've never experienced this either. It's just, I can't help but smile, man. I don't even know what your question was. I can't even help but smile, though.
Nah, it's cool, man. You wax lyrical, man. You just wanted to get it off your chest. But yeah, we'll go there. Madison, thoughts on him? Because I've seen him getting his plaudits from Spurs fans. So thoughts on his impact? Has it surprised you? Yeah, whether, cause I don't know where you stood at, like in terms of signing him, if you rated him highly or you didn't.
I was actually shameless on Big Six Bands when it happened. I was on there with Ethan, and honestly, I couldn't help but say to the United fans, y'all are looking at Mason Mount. That was looking like it's getting wrapped up. I heard Kai Havertz going to Arsenal. Now that had already been wrapped up, and we got James Madison wrapped up. And I was looking at like, hell, I'm so glad we got who we got compared to everybody else. And it wasn't only just because he does admittedly play a different position than the Mason Mount, or Kai Havertz. No one knows what position he plays. Technically, I don't even think Arsenal know what position he plays. But Mount plays different. Obviously you have Bruno Fernandes who would occupy those areas like a James Madison would, but James Madison has been vital and critical to that new era of Spurs. I've been calling it Super NES, like the game system. Ange Postecoglou walked in here and plugged in the Super NES, and this is back when we were playing Atari. We were talking Conte's Atari, and he came in and said, "Look, I got Super NES. I'm like, damn, Mario look good now." So really, bro, I just cheese so much because I just feel like a little bit like giddy, you go on first couple of days, you're like, damn, shorty really nice, I really like the way this is headed. And it's just like, I don't want to,
Exactly what you're saying. I know exactly.
I'm trying to keep calm, you know what I'm saying?
you're trying to
but don't
relax
ask me
with
how
it.
I feel, because I
You got-
might not keep calm, baby girl.
Yeah, you got wedding bells ringing in your head. I hear it, man. I hear it, man. We've been there. We all been there. I
White
get it.
doves keep flying
I
past
get
me.
it.
I'm like, whoa, calm down now.
Nah, that's fair.
But
That's
James
fair.
Madison, to answer the question, absolutely phenomenal. Impact immediate. I think it's fair to say, in my opinion, I've been shameless in saying he is the signing of the summer. I would argue against anybody who's been brought into their squad, regardless of price. I mean, if you throw the price in there, it just makes my argument better, personally. But regardless of price, to come into a squad and have the impact in which he has had, goals and assists right off the bat. I mean, Kai Havertz ain't done that. Mason Mount ain't done that.
Faz, you right. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't seen Caicedo do that. Who are these players? I mean, honestly, never mind. I'm gonna go off, but never mind. I'm drawing
it's
it back.
cool, man. Don't,
James
no,
Madison.
Don't draw it back.
Go
No,
off.
Don't draw it back. This is the place, the Sarcasm City. We encourage people to go off. Shout out Pels as well.
off.
He says loud. Love that analogy. Go off, man. The floor is yours, man. This is why I brought you through. You're a talker with a microphone. I know this. Go on, man. Carry on.
Yeah, I do have a lot to say. Honestly, I said this last night on a charity stream, and I may have been chatting BS or whatever, but honestly, the more I think about it, I was just listening to the way people describe Declan Rice. I'm listening to the way people are saying, oh, well, he does X, Y, and Z well, and he did this, and this well. And, shout out TJ Waffle TV, TJ Warren TV, my bro. Go subscribe to TJ Waffle. But
Big up TJ, man.
I was on with him, and all the things he was telling me that was so good about Declan Rice, I'm like, damn, y'all got a $105 million Højbjerg. Tell me I'm wrong. I'm waiting for somebody to tell me I'm wrong.
You're not lying.
Hey, Jacob, I said this already, man. They paid £105 million just to keep the ball ticking. Like, it is for this, man.
Have a Højbjerg.
£105 million Højbjerg, that's wild. Oh my God.
I'm just saying, bro.
Sorry. Wow,
No one wanted to
no,
have
we
that
gotta
conversation with me because it's outlandish, and I understand. But I'm sitting
Nah,
here
that's
like,
why I brought you here, man. You fit the outlandish thing. You get what I'm saying to that? Like you fit.
We gotta
Yeah, go
have
on,
this
Eddie.
conversation, dog.
Go on.
These
Go on, Eddie.
Arsenal fans got the game fucked up.
Go on. Talk
They
about it.
really do. All this dude does is pass sideways, run around a little bit, carry the ball a little bit, and y'all really want to sit here and act like he worth that $105 million.
I hear you.
Come on, man. But it's Arsenal fans for you. Shout out to
They
the
say-
dog TJ.
they say he
But-
scored the game winner, Eddie. They're like, oh, but he scored the game winner. Wasn't that nice? A little deflection.
Let's see
Oyger
how
did
many
the same
times
thing
he scores
too.
this season. Let's see how many times he scores this season, man. And he scored against United. Whoop-de-fucking-do. Have you seen how other teams have played against us? It ain't hard.
Yeah, that's true. That is facts. That is facts. Before we
Shit
continue,
crazy
though,
out here, man.
hey, over 140 people. We're only at 28 likes. Hey, mods, get everybody liking the video. Like check 1212. You lot are clearly enjoying the show. That's all well and good. But when you enter the city of sarcasm, pay the tax, people. It's tax free. All I need you lot to do is hit that like button. We should be at 50 likes. That's all I'm asking for. Over 140 of you lot in here, and I'm only asking for 50 likes. And we're currently at 28. That's nowhere near good enough. What is this conversion rate, man? What is going on here? Let's bump up these likes, please, people. But another player I wanted to ask you about, because he's impressed me, Jacob, is the fullback, Adogi. Thoughts on him? Because he, like, even when I was watching the first game when you lot played Brentford, I remember saying to Jets on the watch along, I was like, who is this fullback? Because he looked decent then, and then I've been impressed since I've seen him since. But yeah, go on. You're on mute, fam. It's all good.
Very professional moment there for me.
It's all good, man. We've all been there.
From the moment we signed him, admittedly, I wasn't like, oh, I know this cat. I said, okay, let me watch him. We got him, we bought him, sent him immediately loan, kind of what we're doing to the cat that we just signed today, Luka, out there in Croatia. But we bought him, we loaned him back. Our fans said, oh, what kind of business is this? This guy doesn't help us. This isn't something this is for the future. Like, we need someone now. We got Antonio Conte, et cetera, et cetera. So I watched Udinese all last season. I made it an effort last season to watch at least one club in all their matches from their league. So that way I could be more exposed to certain players. That's how I found Mickey Van de Veen in the first place and mentioned him last January. Now that we got him, talked to me nicely. But in regards to Destiny, I'm going to change his name just a little bit, but I call him Destiny Ugodi. He's the truth. I watched him from the first few matches. I'm watching Ugodi, and he's playing as a left wingback, mind you. And this is a time in which we were using the wingback system. So I was like, okay, immediately he's better than Sessegnon. He's better than Perisic. He's better than any left wingback that we have. So he would start immediately. But not only that, when he came to us in the following summer, all the fans said, well, he's a left wing back. He's an attacker. He showed he can be prominent in the attack. He can be this and that. But what about defensively? There's question marks, et cetera, et cetera. Fair enough. He comes out with a quote saying, well, actually, that was the position I started out playing. I was transitioned into a left wing back because I was able to do that system properly and do it well. So when that happens, okay, that reassured me. I'm not worried about this, man. So this is before preseason. Everyone was saying, oh, well, we don't have an actual left back. We don't have an actual left back. We have a left wing back. Okay, well, the man said he can play left back, so I trust him more than I trust a dude like me on the internet. So I watch him. Preseason, it took Ange Postecoglou, took him 45 minutes to know that he was the best option we have out there. And it's just continually, he's, like I said, with Vicario, the goalkeeper, with Van de Veen, with Ugodi, all these people that have question marks around them, not statements, question marks. They start to answer these questions, and they answer it well. And so far, it's been answered well. They will be tried harder when we play the likes of an Arsenal, Liverpool, etc. But, man, it's hard not to enjoy what we're seeing.
I see the Spurs fans in the chat. Good to see. I've never seen so many happy Spurs fans in the chat as well. So big up to all the regular Spurs fans. I'm seeing new Spurs fans. That's how happy you lot. Big up. Make sure you hit the like button. Big up Timo as well. Yeah, go on, Jez. What are you gonna say?
Like, it's my name, bro. Father Ange saved my life. Like, this is what he did to the Spurs fan base. Like, I'll be real. Like, I haven't seen that many Spurs fans actually even on my timeline just be just happy, bro. Like,
Yeah,
obviously there's still a couple negative ones, and I understand even some of them, but bro, just this general consensus of like, yo, we actually got a starting 11 that we can look at and say, yo, I want to watch you guys play football. Like it has been so long, and I feel like I'm just the type of manager
He said,
which I was
"Father
asking
Ange."
for. Like he generally is, because I feel like he's the type of manager that I feel like I've been asking for ever since I was feeling like this contract wasn't going to work out. And encouraging signs, and obviously I let Jacob talk more about it because obviously a lot of people know my thoughts more about it. But it's a good right direction. And the fact that they gave him I talked about it before, but the fact that they gave him a 4-year contract, I'm just hoping this can just continue in terms of just like it's a process, isn't it? But I'll let Jacob continue now.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, go on, Jacob. Anything else you want to add before I move on?
Yves Bissouma is and has always been that guy. There was question marks. I bought last year he wore the number 38. I was so excited when we signed Yves Bissouma. I said, look at this guy. Every time we play Brighton, who's that dude stopping us from doing anything? Yves Bissouma. Who's the guy creating for them going forward, linking up play between the back line and the front line? Yves Bissouma. I was like, wow, he is what makes Brighton tick. I mean, granted, that's just a amateur perspective. There's a lot more that made Brighton tick at the time, but for me, all I saw was Yves Bissouma, number 8 in the middle. Who's that guy? I want him for Tottenham. We get him. Manager doesn't even rate him, Antonio Conte at the time. He does get his first start. He gets a yellow card, I think, within 30 minutes. Everyone's saying he's rash. He's not good decision making. This isn't the guy we thought we were getting. Some people did write him off, but those people are singing a different tune right now. I guarantee it, because 2 man of the matches, first 2 matches. I think he had 2 consecutive. I don't remember when it was.
Consecutive, both Brentford and Man United.
Yeah, and then James Maddison got the third one. So for me, Yves Bissouma, it's just great to have him. He's happy. It's watching him post stuff online. He's dancing. He's in a good mood. This is not the Yves Bissouma we saw last season. So it's good to see him in his own element and thriving. And there was a moment, a transition of power in the locker room. Whether you want to, I guess the most primal way I can explain it, it's like a pack of wolves. When the alpha leaves, eventually they got to fight it out and see whose voice is heard the loudest within that locker room. Anyone who's played competitive sports knows that. Or experienced that in some manner. So when Kane was rumored to go, leave, etc., in the locker room, it's looking like there's a power dynamic. James Maddison steps in. He's an alpha. Yves Bissouma is an alpha. You know what I'm saying? And they both step in, and there was a lot of stuff coming out social media-wise of, like, how happy and fun they were having, but, like, James Maddison did admit Yves Bissouma won't let me change the music in the locker room. He said, I cannot play anything. It's just little stuff like that, that show you Bissouma's like, no, this is mine. This is my territory. You just got here. And it's leaders among leaders. And that's something we ain't had in a while, I think. Harry Kane's a leader, but then, okay, don't get me started on Harry Kane. I went on a rant on my own channel. Don't get me started on Harry Kane.
Oh, we gonna hold that for, because Harry Kane did say something and someone did ask. Continue to get your questions in. Now we're gonna get that. We're gonna get to that. But keep in mind, Manchester
shout
United,
out
Chelsea,
to Bissouma
all
being in
Spurs
his
related.
bag.
Yeah, Bissouma.
Bissouma's that man. That's the emphasis there.
He in his bag, dog. Like, I don't know if y'all seen that clip of him in the AFCON qualifiers.
Oh, disgusting.
Disgusting. You don't try that if you're not in a mind state of just believing yourself to the highest order. Like,
no, that man. There was 2 families he just embarrassed in that moment.
Right.
Two
they
entire
was trying to make a name
families
for themselves, them brothers, and he just showing out like that. It's crazy. But I think it goes to show, like, those 2. And who else starts in midfield for the Spurs?
Papa Matasar.
Yeah, Papa Matasar.
Yeah, like, you look at that midfield and how they've been acting. It's dope. I'm like, just as a fan of football, you see the profiles of player they are and how they mesh so well together. It's beautiful. So, man, shout out to Ange. You feel me? Like, hope may it continue except when you play United, but we saw how that shit turned out. So,
don't worry, you got Sergio Reguilon. He'll take care of you on your left
no
back.
comment, dog. No comment.
Hey, big up Seth in the cut as well. Yes, Seth. What are you saying, family? You good?
What is this? International Week 2 for 1 special or something?
This guy.
That's this,
Hey,
man.
man, because it's international way. I was
Look
like,
at
all right,
this, man.
let's bring more of the people them through.
Look at
innit?
this
You know what I'm saying?
eclectic group. These are the guys that the Suicide Squad rejected, by the way. This collection right here. You know what I mean?
This guy's an idiot. But you know
I
what?
don't know if that's a
Switching-
compliment or.
Surf, it is. You know what? The fact that Surf insulted you is a compliment. If you don't insult you, then that's a problem. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Very
That's how
nice.
much you don't rate. Yeah, that's what it is. This Surfer for you. But that being said, switching from the happy emotions, we'll switch emotions and go to talking about Chelsea. We'll go to you, Ahmed.
Big B's,
You know
Big
what I'm
B's.
saying?
Everybody put them dollars in the chat. Everybody put them dollars in the chat. Big B's in the building. Big B's.
What you
Big
say?
up,
What you
man.
saying, Ahmed? Thoughts on Poch and him struggling and obviously playing certain personnel and you know what I'm saying results.
You
being
know,
bad, just the one
you
win
know,
against
man.
Luton?
It's
Go on.
I have to say, man, it's been a sensational week. You know what I mean? The other football's been back. You know what I mean? Been good to be watching that one
Oh, you've
first.
been watching American
and
football.
foremost.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But it's been relatively interesting. But you know, talking about Chelsea, if I'm being honest, I have like mixed emotions. Really, that's why I think I would put it best because I think for me, you know, when we look at the formation, I don't mind the formation. If he wants to play that formation, it's fine by me. You know, it's just about for me at the end of the day, making sure you play the personnel in the right places. Maybe a few tweaks in the tactics for me, and then I think Chelsea are all right. I always said this to you for you know, usually on our show, which we usually do tomorrow, that I think Chelsea's midfield is a known quantity. I would always say our defense is a known quantity. I would argue too. Maybe barring what you could say Disasi, but I think everyone else is well accounted for at the end of the day. Our goalkeeper is a known quantity. The biggest unknown quantity at Chelsea Football Club is our attack. And a lot of the reality when it comes down to attack, like barring Sterling, we know that someone like a Jackson up front, he needs time. He needs to learn his trade. He's a young striker at the end of the day. We brought him for somewhere around about 32, 33 million pounds. You know what I'm saying? Like we need to also help to cater to his skill set. You know, obviously Mudryk, someone that I've said before many a time, is a project player. He's not gonna be.
I've
He's
seen
not
him
gonna.
divide opinion actually, because I know some Chelsea.
We'll get
fans
to him
are totally
definitely,
against
but
him,
I'm just
obvious
gonna-
that is.
but-
I'm just saying, innit? That
Shout
is
out
the
Miss
epical.
Ukraine in the building.
Listen, I don't want to start on you. You know what I'm saying? Chill out, big man. You know what I'm saying? Don't make me start on you. You know what I'm saying? You got a winger. You know what I'm saying? Another blonde one, but obviously for me, Mudryk, he's a project player, and then you've obviously got Madueke, who I actually really like. I think he should be given the time. Obviously, he's come back from injury now, so hopefully we'll see him play more. Ian Matson, a quality player, played really well for Burnley in the Championship. He's had a really good preseason too. Hopefully, we can see him getting a chance too. And then finally, what's his name? I keep forgetting. Cole Palmer, who we recently brought to. Another great guy, quality guy. Of course, he himself will also need time to develop. So we've created this environment for the attack where we're like, this season is a season for you guys to develop and get that jump that you need to have, right? And for me, what I'm not understanding is why we're playing Chilwell. Hopefully, we're not playing Chilwell there anymore. Personally, because there was a little sheet that was in the group chat. I'm pretty sure you've seen, where the majority of our attackers going through Sterling. Literally, whenever Jackson gets the ball and he has to come in quite deep into our own half at times to get the ball, he's passing to Sterling. Literally, no one's passing the ball to Chilwell. And for me,
so they excluded him.
Pretty much, bro. And the thing is, playing Chilwell there also means to me personally that he's not rating Mudryk right now. He doesn't believe in Mudryk, in my opinion, as of right now, to play that position. And if that is the case, if you're going to continue on to Mudryk, right, why was this brother not sent out on loan? For me personally, I've said this before, Mudryk needed a loan somewhere away from the lights. We have Strasbourg now. League One for me is a very good league to, train up your player. It's one of the more seamless leagues between League One to the Premier League. For the majority of the time, could have gone there, learn his trade there. We could have actually forced him to play week in, week out there too, and that would have been fine. But now we've got a player there that, for all we know, he doesn't trust. He's not going to be playing regularly. In our last game against Nottingham Forest, he played Madueke and Cole Palmer, someone that just came to the club over him. He even played. It's quite a quandary, I would say, to say the least, right now. So when it comes down to Mudryk, in my opinion,
Someone's got that word of the day, toilet paper going on, man.
Don't do that, man. Don't do that.
Give him the
Let's
number
go,
10.
man.
Listen, that's the thing, Jacob. For me, I'm not understanding the situation when it comes to Mudryk. In it, for me, I've already made my case. Yeah, I've made my case for me personally that you should have had 2 seasons, 1 season on loan to help him, with his like skill set and prove that, then the season after he comes to Chelsea, where he'll actually be given a bit more time to play on that wing and develop. That was the plan for me when it came to Mudryk, at least, and I thought that was like the most sound plan considering his situation. And then the news came out like this week that he's overtraining, which is something that a lot of the fan base have been talking about, because all the time we see Mudryk training.
And yeah, what were you doing?
Weightlifting.
Yes. What?
Yeah,
who's
Mudryk.
overtraining? In what
Mudryk
sense?
in the weight department, like he's
I don't
doing
think
too
he's-
many.
I don't think he's
Yeah.
doing too many weights. Is affecting his.
Apparently he is, because that actually came. It came up from Simon Johnson. He's like one of the main insiders for Chelsea at the Athletic, and they've actually told him to tone it down and to do like more football drills. Apparently, so it's legit basically.
Yeah, it's a mix. Yeah, it's. Let me
Yeah,
get to the
'cause-
super, yeah, let me just get to the super chat quick. And can someone drop? Obviously, Warrior J, I seen you say Anthony dropped a statement. So
No, don't drop that statement. No,
Put a statement in the
don't.
chat. And also,
No, it's wild. It's a wild statement. That's what I'm telling you to.
cool.
Ain't nobody
Are you
trying to
sure?
read that shit.
And also as well, somebody dropped the Kane statement as well in it. Well, not statement. Kane mentioned something about. So I want to get the Spurs fans' response to that. And,
I
big
can
up,
I can
big up to you,
surmise what he said for you, flawless.
yeah, it's cool. A big up to Sherman for the super chat who says, watching Basuma
My guy.
in the AFCON qualifier with White Iverson playing in the back of my mind, saucing. I'm saucing on you. Big up Jacob, says C. Sherman.
I
Live
feel
up
it.
to you, man.
The
Big
comp
up
will
to Sherman.
come. The comp will come. We will see
Hey,
the
big
comp soon, bro.
Big up for the super chat. That was it.
That's my guy. I see a few people that came over from a channel I was doing
Yeah,
earlier,
feed
so
it,
big up
yeah, man.
everybody.
Large
I told them come fight Spurs for the good fight in the chat, and I'm glad to see them here showing some love. So they're in a great place.
Yeah, they don't see. Yeah, 100%. Fully with it. Daniel E says, why are your fans scapegoating Chilwell? You were losing games for fun before Chilwell was at left wing, and you playing him at left wing now. You still don't win games, so why is it his fault?
Playing Chilwell at left wing is still criminal. I don't know how you fucking slice it.
I think for me, Daniel E, I know I can understand what people are like. Maybe online are just saying it's all Chilwell's fault, and you know on here I've not said it's just Chilwell's fault. I think there's like multiple. Chilwell, of course, is a part of the problem, but it's not just him, in my opinion, right? You know, for me, big issue right now is the tempo of play. Our tempo right now, yeah, in musical terms, I just lost the word in music. It's very slow right now. We're not moving the ball fast enough, in my opinion. When the ball goes from the goalkeeper to defender to midfield into attack, it's very slow, in my opinion. You know, we need to be hitting it fast. Like for example, you guys, United are a good example of this. When Arsenal equalised, how did they equalise? Fast, the ball, the passes that they were making were extremely fast, efficient, and they were able to get that goal in. Like that's something that we need to be doing a lot better at Chelsea Football Club. Now, of course, for me, Chilwell, yeah, he's very good in my opinion going forward as a left back and a left wing back, but he is not a left mid or left winger. That's what it is for Chilwell for me, if I'm being honest. And if that's the case, and he still wants to play Chilwell for vice captaincy or captaincy reasons, okay, we can shift Levi Cole one side ahead. You can Buddy Shaw should be back very soon to I think he's going to be back to full fitness for the game on Sunday. But I don't want him to be rushed in. Give him a bit of time. But once Buddy Shaw's fit too, you can remove Thiago Silva, bring in Levi Cole, Buddy Shaw, Disasi, whatever you want to do there, and you can have Chilwell as your left back. So for me, a lot of the stuff here is very easily solvable. Like he actually solved a lot of his issues in preseason, where he was having the guys invert, so because he knew the wingers like to be wide and then like to either come inside or they like to hit the byline to cut in. Like that's something that he was doing in preseason. A lot of the stuff here there's a cure for a lot of stuff. Keep the formation, but just do what you were doing in preseason. That's all I'm asking for personally. But I know next week Sunday, Chilwell's playing left wing. You know what I'm saying? I just know it. You know what I'm saying? It matters.
Bournemouth away, right?
Yeah, it's at the Vitality Stadium.
Yeah, Bournemouth away. Yeah, okay.
You know what, man? There's a lot of chess. You got a lot of chess for someone that you know.
Chess by saying that.
Hold on.
You got a lot of chess.
I know you ain't talking about no goddamn chest on 3 points.
I ain't got chest, but you're like, I'm just saying.
How is it chess? Wait. How is it chess by saying? Wait. Hold up. How is it chess when I'm doing a watch along for the game?
Oh yeah, I forgot that you did watching as well.
Yeah, you clown. You know what I'm saying? This guy, man. I'm dude. That's why I said we will be there.
L's
Yes,
in the chat for Ahmed. L's in the chat for Ahmed.
Yeah, facts, man. What is this guy talking about? I'm doing a watch along. Okay, yeah, that is on you. Therefore, where do you stand with this Chilwell at left wing? You think he's being scapegoated? Is the criticism fair? What are you saying?
2 points. don't move pedantic. It's actually 4 points, Eddie, not 3. So I'm gonna put that out there.
Oh my
And
god.
just secondly, this guys, this is why we only do this during the international period to let more than the 2 of you crack on at the same time. So I'm to let me down at this moment. So that's why you're not a regular in this one. That's all good.
Wow.
Listen. Yeah, have you made a scapegoat? Not really. He's not playing well, but you ask him to do a job he's not used to. He doesn't have the IQ to do the job. It's the equivalent of putting Wan-Bissaka at right mid. For me, it's the equivalent of playing James Maddison at left back. Do you know what I mean? Doesn't make any sense. You're asking them to do a job that they are, they'll try, but it's not going to be successful at. Now, will he probably line up against Bournemouth? Probably. But then it goes towards him, it doesn't go towards the player. Because the players will get picked. The players will get picked, it's not towards the players, it's towards the manager who keeps picking them in the wrong position. Yeah? That's me. When someone gets picked all the time, like when Harry Maguire gets picked all the time by England, it's not Harry Maguire's fault, it's Southgate's fault. Right?
Yeah, that's true.
Southgate's fault. No one should really be getting on Harry Maguire. He gets picked. He's not going to turn down his country. It's the only time he really plays football now. Do you know what I mean? So it's like he's not going to turn down to play football. So listen, I don't think scapegoat's the right word. I just don't. The ire, the anger, or shouldn't be go to Chilwell anymore. It should go to Pochettino for picking him there, and also from changes in entire plans from pre-season to now. Why? Because Nkunku got injured? Are you then saying that your whole system resolved around Nkunku? Because that's mad. If it did, absolutely bonkers. But he should give one of the left wingers a run out and a decent maybe 5 games run out. And more than 9 minutes. I mean, everyone's going about Mudryk. Oh, he's a terrible player.
Hey, Surfer, I have a question.
Last game he got like 9 minutes. What do you want him to do? Do you know what I mean? In 9 minutes.
Yeah, go on, Jacob. Ask the question. Go on. Ask the question.
Have the fans sung the song yet for Pochettino? That he's magic. The magical song.
He's magic,
no, because not a consistent run of games to do it.
Okay, I was just curious.
You know what I mean? If he won if we got 10 points or something like, we're at 8 points or something like that, and we played well, you probably would have had it. Problem is, we haven't had a consistent run of games to do that. So I hope they get to sing it. I know everyone thinks Chelsea only have one song.
Yeah, it's a fire song though. That Poch song. That shit is fire.
Yeah, I'm begging to.
You're welcome for that.
I want Timo to be caught singing it live in the stadium.
I'm just begging for Chelsea to be sung. You know what I'm saying? Chelsea. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I've been begging to.
They sing that every game.
I'm pulling you late. I'm just.
You need to get down there anyway. Ahmed, get to a game. You know what I'm
saying? I'm trying to get hopefully one. I'll go for one soon.
You can get tickets. Don't do that. It's in your city. You know what I'm saying? This guy acted like you you can't you don't have a plug. You
must know a guy who's got a box there. Do you know what I mean? You're a civil engineer.
What the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
I know people that just I'll try to. I'll probably get tickets soon enough.
I know people who know people, innit? Who know people.
Yeah, man.
You know people. That's facts.
People.
Big up to Warrior J says Jadon Sancho is set for showdown talks with Ten Hag on Monday, and amid serious uncertainty over the England's forwards. At Manchester United, that's from at Telegraph. Eddie, we'll go to you on this one first and foremost before we get into who could be playing on the right wing. Is it going to be a Bruno? Is it going to be a Mount? Is it going to be a Palestri? Is it going to be Sancho? Thoughts on this in regards to the Sancho situation still ongoing? Because obviously he's back today.
Am I cracking up? Am I good?
No. We good.
No, he's still saying.
You're good.
He's still here like you're right wing.
Man, shut your ass up, man. Ain't no way talking. People, when it comes to the Jadon Sancho situation, I'm so tapped out by it that, at this point, I just want him to save himself, Jadon Sancho. I want him to have a productive career. wherever that may be. If it's at United, if it's not, I could care less. But what I will say is this: it's been a joke. For me, it's been a joke watching all these media stories come out. All these people have these, oh my God, Jadon Sancho needs to know who the manager is. Oh my God, I can't believe you disrespect the manager. All that bullshit. Sorry for cussing so blatant on the stream, but people, that manager does not have the cachet to be talking the hot shit that he has. That's my stance, and I'm sticking to it. I don't care. The only people who, if he comes out and critiques a player at this stage, would be a Pep, a Klopp, who else? Just anybody with like some Ancelotti. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If those three critique a manager, I'm cool with that. Ten Hag, you just got here, bro. Need I remind you, you lost 7-0 and played the same fucking scrubs who lost 7-0. You played the same scrubs who gave up six goals to City. You have changed absolutely nothing other than the defense, and I can make the argument it's just because we got better players in. But I'm not here. I'm really not here for these whack-ass conversations being had about whether or not Sancho should respect the manager. Fuck all that. Honest to God's truth, bro. Because as a club, as an institution, he's becoming a part of the problem. You don't go on to every press conference, chat bullshit, and then think because you said one real thing or perceived thing about a player that I'm supposed to back you. I was Ten Hag in for a long time, and I'm still Ten Hag in. But I would not be honest if I didn't sit here and say that I cannot believe the football that we're playing right now. I cannot believe in the signings that he's made. And I cannot believe that he would generally think that calling out a player who's actually loved in the dressing room. Mind you, I don't care what these reports have said. I go by what I see from these players and how they interact with each other, the moments that they do. I know they don't fuck with Harry Maguire. You want to know why? Because I see them dog him out on a daily basis every time he steps on that pitch. I know to a T, some of them don't really fuck with how Bruno plays because I see them dog him out any chance they can. Luke Shaw, the fan base and Luke Shaw, you know what? At this point, it's a bit unhealthy of a relationship. It's an infatuation. And I use the infatuation part. I put heavy emphasis on the fat part. You guys know what I mean.
Chubby chasers.
Exactly. Thank you, Surfer. These people, bro, like it's a mess at United, and Jadon Sancho is the perfect scapegoat for what the mess is. More statements than wins, United FC. That's what we are now, bro. And people want to talk about what's this? A fucking battle royale, a duel at the sunset, a showdown talk. What the fuck is a showdown talk? What the fuck is that?
Oh, is that last one?
Yeah.
Is that where you go to the team?
Bring the white gloves and try and slap each other and like take 10 paces, turn around and try and shoot each other with a fucking BB gun? What are we doing here? Well, it's my fault. It is the UK. I don't know if guns really out like that.
You know what this means?
Never mind. Top boy might have you thinking. Top boy has you thinking a couple things. That's all it is. My fault, people. My fault. But
you know what it is, Eddie. You know what it is.
I'm off it.
I'll give you the best example. Yeah, you know these showdown talks. Yeah, you know, like when you're in school. Yeah, you've been doing a lot of, so you've been getting suspended a lot. Yeah, this is like the final talk. Yeah, they're bringing the head teacher, they're bringing in your dad. Yeah, the teacher that's in there, and they're like, yeah, this after this year, you're out. Basically, that's all it is, man. That's the best example I can probably give you in terms of showdown talks. But,
it's ridiculous, man. And I know this like some manager, like some not manager, but some PR spin by somebody in that building. Because again, showdown talks, that's just sounds so stupid. It's two grown men having a conversation. That's what's really supposed to be happening. And Flawless, you and I talked about it. The moment, I mean, again, I'm not the type to go on social media because I don't think you'll understand my seriousness through social media. I gotta pull up on you when you don't expect it.
Yeah, I get that.
That's what you really got to do. As a man to man, you had that conversation. But you know, the manager wants to be a chatty patty on the press conference because he just got spanked 3-1 to Arsenal, another away defeat. And it's just, man, it's weird behavior all throughout the club, man. It's shambles, bro. It's shambles. I'm not even tripping. I'm not even tripping off it no more. I remember I told you that too. I didn't want to get to that point. I didn't want to get to that point where I stopped caring about this shit. But between the Greenwood situation, the Anthony situation, another 2 losses away from home, and again, this is the least of my worries, bro.
I get what you're saying. I fully get what you're saying. And to someone who asked in the chat, Daniel Lee, who asked, like, yes, Ten Hag was asked about Sancho's absence in that game, so that's why it was brought up. And big up to Marshall, big up the whole Casualty FC for the raid as well. Make sure you subscribe to Casualty FC. Marshall doing great things. You can see Surfer, Ahmed, many over the Chelsea representatives you see on here, you see over there. I've also been over there as well, so make sure you subscribe to Casualty FC. But yeah, in regards to Sancho, this is on Manchester United. I've said it before, preparing to fail. I mean, yeah, like, we didn't prepare properly. Like, Sancho should have been moved on in the summer. I said it all summer long. And that's not because I think he's a terrible player. I just think he won't be successful here. And the manager, for whatever reason, clearly doesn't rate him, because we've seen Højlund, Martial, and Rashford all play ahead of him as a centre forward. So,
but we know why. We know why, Floss. Not to interrupt you. Sorry for interrupting you, bro. We
know
what it is.
Yeah, go on.
We know what it is. It's the money. It'll always be the money. And the message that it sends to the people who signed him and are ahead of the transfers, that you guys gave me apparently everything I wanted, but you can't give me this, and Sancho's gonna bear the brunt of that. I'm just sorry.
Can I ask you a question, Paul? Can I ask a question to United guys? Yeah, I'll ask you guys. Obviously, I know it's not been the ideal start. There's also been mitigating stuff in terms of situation off the pitch as well that you've already alluded to as well. How worried are you, that this season honestly, on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being very bad to 2, 10 being the best, or something, how worried would you say are you right now?
The reason why I'm not worried is because I'm already at the 5th stage of grief and acceptance. I understand what this team is and where we're at in terms of talent, so it's not gonna surprise me. Now if we would have went into the transfer market and did what we were supposed to properly, I'd actually tried to kick on from the season we was coming off the back of, then I would be like, if we started like this, I'd be concerned, because we're supposed to be. But there's an awful lot of pressure on Højlund in regards to getting goals, adding creativity, which is unfair on him. We should have signed bare minimum 2 strikers. I said it should have been Højlund and somebody else, even if it's not someone of his age. So even if it's someone younger, go get help, because you've seen he was injured and was back to square one in regards to having how Manchester United starting the season with no senior striker. That should never happen. Like, what is going on? The fact that happened, and we've seen it a mile off. And in regards to, and obviously we know about Rashford in regards to that's who gives us anything going forward. So, and we still have, that's the major issue with this team. I've said this before, I'll say it again, is creativity and goals. So in terms of being worried, not really, because I just know we're not very good. So, and our ceiling is what happened last season. I've said we will not get better than that. The best we can do is a cup and a 3rd place, in my opinion. But I'll let Eddie answer it as well.
Now I'm the same way. I'm just it's like the lottery. Whatever happens. Like, play the numbers, see what sticks. Unfortunately for Ten Hag, he set the bar for himself. You came in your first season, you got his 3rd place in the trophy. I'm expecting the same at least. That's the bare minimum. Now, I mean, thank you for breaking the trophyless streak, but and we celebrate the Carabao Cup. But he got to do at least that and finish in the top 4. That's not even. But the cool part about it is that's not even something worth celebrating.
I get what you're saying.
Being top 4 is not something worth celebrating or something to put on your mantle, but it's just the standard now because of how he did it. But yeah, I'm at the point where I'm just like, we can be anywhere from 3rd to 8th, and I would not be shocked.
Hey,
that's where I'm at.
I'd be surprised if we were third or fourth, but yeah, like the
Yeah,
rest, they wouldn't
yeah.
surprise me.
That's the range I give this team. That's the range I give this team.
No, I fully hear what you're saying. And to Marshall as well, so it's not even just the talent flawless where you're at in terms of the ownership. Where are you at in terms of the ownership too? In regards, like I said, I already stated I would give it till the end of the year. That it was never gonna be a quick process. I knew this already, especially with the Glazers. Like I said, even if they wanted to sell, this wouldn't be a quick process. So when you're dealing with just them crooks who will just long out this situation anyway, it was never gonna be an easy fix. This is why when it first got announced, people were like, yo, why you not gassing? You gonna get our money and spend it and and all this in the summer windows come and gone. What we talking about? And we still in the same predicament. You know what I'm saying? We still in the same predicament. Don't mean that Sheikh Jassim can't take over. It could happen. It could happen in October. It could happen in November. If it's not happening by the end of the year, that's when I'd be really concerned in regards to it. I said I'd give him to the end of the year because that's been a year and some change. And when I say that in terms of hearing something, even if I just hear, right, the bid's been accepted from Sheikh Jassim, or even the flip side, it's been rejected. We've heard nothing. We have no idea. We've not been let in on anything that is going on. It's just all rumors and speculation. And even when you see someone like Rio Ferdinand come out and say, we're expecting to hear something, he's someone who is genuinely going to have people who are close to the situation. And even he got it wrong. And you know, for him to come out and say that, he knows he's going to get ridiculed if nothing happens, which he did indeed. So if he's saying that, and that's someone who definitely has people who are close to that situation. That's why I'm not fussed or like worried or concerned, because I knew it was going to be a long process. Like I said, I'm still giving it to the end of the year to hear something from whether it's Sheikh Jassim or whether it's one of the Glazers. Somebody close by has to say something, but we'll see. Even if it's Jim Ratcliffe, someone gotta say anything. You know what I'm saying? How's it working out under Todd Beto?
You know what, man? We'll see.
God me.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll see, inshallah, man.
That
We'll
being
see,
said,
inshallah.
I think we're seeing. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's we'll see. I think we're seeing.
I said, listen, you know what I mean? Time is it's linear. It takes time, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, it
Hey,
takes time.
you know what it's like? You know what it's like? I don't know if y'all play 2K. This is like when you know, one of them badass kids steals their mama's credit card and just spends hella money on BC but don't know how to use it.
Hey, bro, like they use VC, but then they're buying like the standard 2K gear and shit like that.
Yeah, they buying
They're not
dreads and
even-
tattoos. They buying dreads and tattoos. That's what they got.
Oh my!
I think they made the dreads free this last year.
Oh, did they? Okay.
I think there was
Yeah,
enough
yeah, they did.
complaints of people saying I shouldn't have to pay for my lifestyle. Like, this is my hair. I shouldn't have to pay for it.
Parents got scammed because of this. Like, it is what it is.
It's only the tattoos they have to pay for now, yeah, if I'm not
Yeah, it's just
mistaken.
the tattoos, and the clothes.
Go use it on your play. Just go use it on your player progression, not on clothes, man.
Yeah, man.
I always like to do a mix of the two. Get a couple tattoos, boost some skills. You know, balance.
Balance. Gotta be balanced.
Exactly. I don't have an issue with that. I have an issue when people just go and spend it all on clothing, but you're like a 60 overall. Like, bro, I'm not trying to play with a 60 overall.
Hey, bro, I used to
Who wears
dog
Gucci
people out.
shoes? Come
I used
on.
to dog people out in the doo-doo shirt with the gray sweats, bro, and love it every minute of it, dog.
Like,
Oh, I'm
Nah,
straight
you
doo-doo
agree,
shirt.
bro.
That's all I have. I've never had
was out
anything
there.
else other than until
I
they
used
gift
to
you
be that.
something.
I used to be out there with the brown shirt and the gray sweatpants and the 2K generic shoes from like being the 90th overall. Like, I don't care, bro. I just want to ball out there. But anyways,
Tell him.
You got the idiots. That's about my life. Big up to Warrior Jason Jacob. Are you concerned about January when Son and Basuna leave for their national teams competitions?
I would say I'm as concerned as every other club who's going through the same exact situation. I think C. Shearman put the our opponents in the chat. Brentford. Is Brentford, Everton, and a Matoma-less Brighton. Yeah, and Brighton. So
I think we do play Man United as well, in that because but AFCON start on the 13th. But I don't know if our players going to be involved in that though.
I know Sar will. He's always called up for Senegal. I know Basuma will as well. And Sonny will be in the Asia game.
Yeah,
so.
I know that our players will be involved in the competition. I mean, for Man United because because we play on the same day AFCON starts actually.
Interesting. I would imagine they would leave before that, so they probably.
This is what I'm thinking. Right
yeah,
now.
if it's on the same day, if we play Man United on the day that AFCON starts, that would mean that they would have to go like a 5 days prior at least, something like
Probably
that.
meet up and maybe
We won't have Onana either, so that's our best midfielder, so it'll even out.
I mean, but then we're gonna have Skip and Hoiberg in there.
Jesus Christ.
I'm saying like
we'll have
even-
Bentancur
go on.
back. He'll be back by then. Should
Oh,
be.
yeah, I forgot that Bentancur it's been such a while that I've seen him play football, man.
He was running on the beach today. He was on a beach and he was running.
I'll be right back.
Don't know what that's supposed to tell you, but he did do that.
I mean, as long as he can hold it up for us, during the period of grief and our good players have gone, hey, it's all that matters.
Yeah, I agree. So I'm not overly concerned. Flawless, I think I've heard you say this before. This is not something that we're the only ones having to go through, right? When it comes to these type of situations, like every other club is losing their best Africans and Asians at this time. So I'm not too alarmed. I think everyone's going to go through. I think Everton, one of their best players, Onana as well, he'll be gone. So teams are going to be missing crucial pieces. So everyone's kind of going through it. I'm not overly concerned. I'm just overly concerned that they might pick up an injury trying really hard for their nation. Because, playing for your nation sometimes pulls a different thing out of you. Like Zlatan, it didn't matter if y'all were teammates all throughout the year, but when he played against your nation, he would take your legs out. It didn't matter. So it was like, you don't want to see anybody come back with injuries, so to speak. That's, I guess, more of my concern is that those players don't exert themselves extra for, feeling patriotic or whatever and hurt themselves. That's what I don't want.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, the pitches and so the pitches. Yeah, I call out to the African pitches. Shout out to it. Shout out to my continent, but man, it's not great. I'll be real, bro. It's not great. Those pictures, man. Some of those pictures, man. Oh my lord.
Where is it? Actually? Where is AFCON? What country?
I think it's in Cote d'Ivoire.
Yeah, it's in the Ivory Coast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's in Ivory Coast. Okay. All right. First.
Yeah,
So
man. I'll be. Oh, actually,
So what's the question?
Where's the Asian Cup being held?
Oh, actually, let me look it up because I'm not sure where the Asian Cup is
Just
actually
out of
held.
interest.
Asian Cup 2003 venue.
Yeah,
But a lot of the time when you
let me give my congratulations to Jez and his and the Germans. You feel me?
Hey, we made it out of here, man. From the terror flick is over.
Imagine that you got that happening, and
He's got no in this
World
week.
Cup of
He's got no
basketball.
in this week, Eddie. He's got no in this week.
Oh, sorry.
What's it called? It's saying it's held in Qatar, I think.
Okay, it's Qatar. Okay.
Hey yo.
Nah,
Where
the
the
Asian Cup-
protesters at? Ain't no protesters, or it's not big enough. What's going on?
Oh my.
No idea.
They protest every time a plane take off. I just thought the protesters gonna show up. I just thought, what about the human rights?
People pick and choose, man.
Like I said, man, Eddie. Like I before you came on, I actually was talking about because Voyager asked me, and I said already, man. It's just too many things they think they just worry too much about other things that just not football related. I'm like, we got more. This is not even a national team anymore. This is just politics and
Yeah.
Like, it's what it is, man.
It's like if you're gonna do it, my whole thing is right because I got my problems, of course, and I'll be consistent with it. But then people it's like if the World Cup's not there, then they don't really care anymore. That's my thing.
Yeah.
I got principles that I don't that force me not to fuck with what's going on over there, and so I stay consistent. But I understand big business don't give a fuck about all of that. Sponsors don't.
Yeah. One, I was actually going to talk about Germany. Yeah, someone brought the stat about apparently the amount of managers that have been under Kai Havertz that have been sacked.
Oh,
I think
man. He's got more managers. He's had more managers. He's got more managers sacked than he's got goals. This is what I did.
Yeah,
the long list.
So, it's crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just glad he's not at the club anymore.
Yeah, I bet you over the moon about that. But that being said, obviously, Jacob, Jez, get your thoughts on, because I've seen some Spurs fans are unhappy about it, and there's been talk on the conversation in regards to what Kane said about Bayern Munich, and basically stating, and paraphrasing, that they won 3-1 and 4-0, but there's still been like criticism of how they've played. You know what I'm saying? That's like a big club mentality. So yeah, thoughts.
Yeah.
Someone drop the actual comments in the comment section, but you lot get what I'm getting at. But yeah, go on, Jacob.
I let Jacob go first. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me make sure I'm situated for this. Okay, so first and foremost, congratulations, Harry Kane. When you left, I wanted him to accomplish all the things. When you have a breakup, you say, baby, this didn't work for us right now. It's been a great 10 years, but we got to go in separate directions. It's what's best for you. It's what's best for us. Obviously, we both know it. It sucks. So goodbye. And we ended on good terms. Now I'm seeing on Facebook, you're saying my breath stink in the morning, my car ain't run right, look like a homeless man, and my job sucks. I don't bring in enough money. And I'm saying, why you got to do that? First of all, why you got to do that? I understand, maybe necessarily the board didn't back all the ambitions that you had and you wanted to leave 2 years ago. I understand that. And I got a lot of people in my chat who were saying, he's a human, let him vent his frustrations. He got out of the insane asylum, etc., etc.
You got out of the insane asylum.
And I would say he signed the extension. Ain't no one said you want to make more, you want to make more money, you want to stay here, you can sign this on this dotted line. No one grabbed his hand and put that pin in it and made him sign it. The man, you should have hired a better agent if you didn't know the in and outs of your contract. Personally, that's your own damn fault. You learn that growing up as an adult. The real world, us normal civilians, what we experience, you sign the wrong documents, you bind yourself to a contract, and maybe there was a better option out there, right? But we can only make mistakes. And for me, to look back at us and to say what he said, it just seemed unnecessary. I didn't know what there was to be gained from saying those things. Because for me, it was like, you were unprovoked. It just said, how you liking the schnitzel, my guy? And he's like, yeah, Spurs, fuck Spurs. They're fucking losers. Pulled up on, we're on the side of the road, broke down. And he pulled up in his fancy ass Tesla. He said, he did a 50 Cent meme. You know what I'm talking about? And he drives off. Bro, we ended amicably. I know you got... Okay, then there's the whole report that he wasn't allowed in the locker room. I'm sorry. Beyonce said everything you own in a box to the left. Now, we allow her to perform twice a year, at least minimum, in our stadium. So if we're not going to embody what the man's... or what the woman says, how are we... Where's our integrity here? Yeah, everything you own, Harry Kane, in a box to the left outside of the training ground, you ain't allowed back in. Go have fun with your schnitzel boys. You later hosing. Enjoy that. So this is all happening. And then, hey, sometimes breakups get a little messy, a little out of bounds, if you will. But when we're all good, unprovoked, you're at the party and Shorty starts saying all these negative things about you. You weren't complaining them 10 years we were supporting for you. You weren't complaining when we were all singing your name and praising you. We couldn't get the man to say Tottenham Hotspur when he was doing the Hot Ones challenge in LA this summer. No, don't mention Tottenham. Only mention the England national team and that club I play for.
Oh, is that what he said?
But whenever unprovoked in Germany with a mouthful of schnitzel, he's fully capable to say, oh yeah, Tottenham Hotspur. Now you name dropping, huh? Interesting that. You safe out there now. You on the east or the west side of the Berlin Wall, not sure. Not a geographical savvy guy.
Hey, Jez, is it the east or the west of the Berlin Wall?
What are you talking about? Sorry, what? I was dying because I'm still laughing about the Beyonce joke. I'm still east.
Is it? Yeah.
Okay,
Is Munich east or west of the
he
Berlin
want to
Wall?
talk about unambitious. Let me. Sorry, Jez. You want to talk about unambitious, being all right with taking 2 L's back to back. Homie, where was your ass at when we were in them finals, needing someone to pull us from the gutters? You played in the Champions League final where Sissoko's armpit was MVP. I know that for a fact. And you didn't do shit in that match. But you're telling me we're unambitious. We're okay with losing. Motherfucker, you were the captain. Outside of Hugo Lloris, you were the guy who's supposed to set the tone in the locker room. And you talking about the tone in the locker room wasn't right? My guy, that's your fault. You sitting there, he's on Yelp reviewing the restaurant he work at saying the chef sucks. Bitch, you made the food too.
You the chef, yeah.
The same things everyone, the pedestal we hold him to, right? Flawless, right? Whenever you came on, I'm trying to tell you, Harry Kane this, Harry Kane that. You say, where your ass was at when I needed you most. Now you're talking about the damn mindset of the locker room at Tottenham Hotspur, which you were perfectly fine going with Eric Dyer and Matt Doherty to hang out with Dave Portnoy and do a pizza review and laugh at the fact we ain't won a trophy. Bitch, you didn't win a trophy. You didn't win that trophy. Now you're talking about our mindset. You are no longer here. We ended amicably, but now you want me to pull up receipts. Okay, honey, I got you, boo. I have the screenshots. Pull up the stats. What he has done in any final we have ever been in. Fucking nothing. Talk to me about mindset. You were a part of that.
It says page not found. Okay.
Oh my.
Page not found. I don't know what it is.
404.
Yeah, 404 is it.
Carry on, Jacob. The flow's yours, man. Carry on the chat.
I have a problem with a guy being like, these guys are okay with losing. Bitch, you were the leader. You're the talisman. We made you a mural, and you're talking about, the mindset. If anyone was supposed to be the person to change that, you think Ronaldo, if he came up through our academy and he saw that we were a bunch of losers being okay with being a bunch of losers, he said, yeah, I'll sign 5 more years to be a fucking loser. I'll be the leader of the losers. I don't think so. No, he was comfy. He felt nice. He signed a contract. His brother's his agent. Dumbass decision, in my opinion. Haha. You want to turn around and look at us? Look at yourself, homie. Keep that energy. You were here. You could have changed these things that now you were bashing. I'm not here for it.
No, you right.
Personally, some people say I'm out of bounds. I should get over it. I understand. I'm an emotional man. Allow me.
No.
It's fair.
We're gonna talk about.
Yeah, hold the thought. Let me just get to the actual comment. So this is what he actually said.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of talk about trophies, and of course I want to win trophies, but that wasn't the only reason I went to Bayern Munich. I felt that I needed to be playing at the highest level if I ultimately wanted to improve. If I want to be around the best strikers and best players in the world, then I need to be playing in the Champions League and fighting for titles. I just felt last season went well for me personally, but not for Spurs as a team. I felt it was time to take another step. Take another challenge. The thing I have felt most since I've been at Bayern Munich is the pressure. It's not just wanting to win. You have to win. Right, man said it was good for me. It wasn't good for you lot. He basically said, right, I'm cold. You matter shit. That's crazy.
This guy, this fucking shameless
It's not me. It's you. It's not me. It's you, man.
Because
oh my fucking god, dude.
Go on, Jake.
I can
Before you go,
remember.
Eddie. Yeah, go.
I can remember early on my time on this channel. When Ryan and yourself would get into conversations about Kane.
Yeah.
And the end point of those conversations was show me when it matters the most. You cannot be this dumb to not understand the reason why Spurs weren't playing in the biggest of situations was because of you. Unless you just wants to absolve himself of any culpability in the fact that they haven't been successful, but reek in the benefits of being the talisman of a Premier League club, then we deal with a whole different type of mentality that I can't rock with, bro. When the goings gets tough, you dip.
Where your ass was at?
When the homie got jumped in the club, he was
Where
talking
yo-
to somebody's chick.
Yeah.
He did no one punch. He did.
Where your ass was at, homie?
Where was you at? That's it. That's all I mean. I'm gonna let Jess cook, but yeah, bro, I didn't know he said all of that, and it's hella funny. Cause then, I didn't know he said. Cause then, you know what happened when he went to go play in that cup final? His first game with Bayern. What happened?
Fat ass
Got
L. He
smoked
ain't do
by
shit.
Danny Olmo. Got smoked by Danny Olmo, bro.
Hat trick. Danny Olmo hat trick.
Hat
Yeah,
trick.
right.
Come on now, dog. Don't be that. You can't.
I heard after that match he got sent home with a Tickle Me Elmo, one of them little dolls you tickle it and it giggles for you.
I bet.
You know
he
what
did.
it is? You know, Flawless used to make this comment about Kane about like how he's too comfortable at Spurs and everything like that. I think it was you that used to say that, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, man,
Me
he
and
was.
Jacob have had that conversation before.
Yeah, man, he was too comfortable there, and he was getting paid a piece. I honestly don't even think, if Bayern didn't stop up the money, he probably would have signed a new contract at Tottenham. I truly believe that. Honestly, for me, like, I don't know why he's acting up right now, though. Like, that's all
No,
I'm saying. Like,
he's feeling himself.
I-
He had a couple big ass loggers. He's sitting there with that tight ass lederhosen, squeezing them perkies off. He squeezed out 4 children. He good. Circulation don't matter no more. So what I'm saying is he comfortable. He feel in his element, and I'm just like, bro. But why you gotta say fuck me for? That's all I want to know. Have fun, bro. I hope I hit him a perfect adieu. Now I hope Dortmund whoop your ass. I hope Leipzig whoop your ass. I hope Leverkusen whoop your ass. I don't want him to win shit. I hope we win the FA Cup and James Madison wearing number 10, and that's the trophy we have.
German team. That'd be something.
Come on.
Jacob, listen, man. I hear you with the Bayern thing, bro, but you're asking for too much there, man. You're asking for too much. These guys, man, they just bend over the Bayern. Honestly,
hey man, I mean, I talked about it before, man.
Your thoughts on it.
Some Schalke.
Let me.
Motherfucker got comfortable real quick in Schnitzelland.
I just had to clap real quick for Jacob because hey man, that was a run. Like I haven't run like this in the time. I actually did just this week about Ghana. By the way, people, Ghana wants so no runs. But there's something I just have to say real quick. Obviously, Jacob pretty much said a lot that I feel about Kane in a way, but then at the same time, I'm just going to be just a bit balanced and just say that he's not technically wrong in terms of there is of course. I mean,
no, I agree.
Is he a fucking idiot or something? Like he's playing at Bayern Munich, who have how many Champions League, how many Bundesliga? Even though
he ain't winning one this year. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly. Like for me, it's like so of course there's more pressure to win at Bayern Munich. There's more pressure to win at Bayern Munich than probably is at Chelsea right now. So it's like, what you met Man United? Like, of course there's going to be always pressure to win at Bayern Munich. So you're stating the obvious. You're not saying something. Oh my God, it's groundbreaking news. Harry Kane says at Bayern Munich you have to win trophies. Of course, but there's something I just have to bring up real quick, and it's not because Jacob pretty much said everything else. 2015 League Cup, Sheffield United semi-final, no goal, no assist. Then Chelsea in the final, no goal and assist. 2017
That's
FA
right,
Cup
sucker.
versus Chelsea semi-final, 1 goal. 2018 FA Cup and World Cup versus Man United semi-final, no goal, no assist. Versus Croatia semi-final in the World Cup, no goal, no assist or assist. 2019 League Cup and Champions League, semi-final versus Chelsea, 1 goal. Versus Liverpool in the final, no goal, no assist. 2021 League Cup in Euros versus Brentford semi-final, no goal or assist. Versus Man City, no goal or assist. Versus Denmark, a penalty that he rebounded. Versus Italy, no goal or assist. 2022 League Cup versus Chelsea, no goal, no or assist. 3 goals, 1 assist, and 13 appearances in semi-or finals in his tenure when he was around in Tottenham. So we're talking about not just even Tottenham, but also in England, where he had opportunities to win trophies. He was there around. We always say how he's the best player, yet he doesn't get the pressure of the best player, where, it's Tottenham's fault, it's Levy's fault, it's Son's fault, it's Dyer's fault. And of course, I'm saying these guys take also blame. But why am I the crazy one for saying that also Kane has to take responsibility for these losses and situations? Bro, the penalty against France is still flying in the air. Like, and for whatever weird reason, it's all the time he gets away with it. So for me, it's like, fair enough. There's bigger expectations. There's bigger things to think about at Bayern Munich. But let's don't act like he never had the opportunity to go and win something at Tottenham. That's all I really much have to say on this, because he can be, and I feel like he's only coming up with this is because I feel like, I'll be honest, I don't think he loves the club as people think it make out to be. Ever since he didn't get the move to Man City, I think he didn't like the club as much. Like he was more on the thing of, I'm a servant to the club. I'm under contract. I'm not going to make an issue if I can't leave. But he was never going to sign a new contract. So he was, because again, like Jacob said, he's a comfortable person. He's not in the rush of. He's not thinking about, oh, I need to ruin my reputation by putting in transfer requests like I did in 2020, 21, and trying to get a move to Man City. Now it's like, if I can leave, I can leave. If not, I leave on the free. And I'm glad he's not getting the Shearer record. I'm actually glad. I'm glad. Like, go and win the Bundesliga. Help Bayern win it 16 times in a row now. Like, go help Bayern do that. I don't really care. Like, for me, I'm kind of glad that this happened because I felt like people were kind of crying about the fact that Kane is gone. And I get it. Richarlison's up top. I cry every day because I see Richarlison even when Kane was here. So I kind of get it. But in the same time, let's don't act like this guy is like this. He deserved this. He deserved that. And Tottenham couldn't do this. He had to leave. He's out of the prison. No. Other guys can carry their teams to something. Maddison was able to win Leicester something.
Yeah,
Jamie Vardy was able to do that. Bro, he was there when Leicester won the big title, bro. I keep saying it. Like, it's like, for me, that's why I didn't lose my head about it when people tried to ask me, oh, how do you feel about it? Go and check his record. This guy had 0 shots on targets in any final for us. As a striker, as the best striker for flawless. 0 shots on targets in every final he played in for us.
Jesus.
Like,
so
this is the top 3 striker in the world. Like I said, I'm like, he can go chase the Bundesliga and the Champions League. That's all good. Like, that's him in it. But all I'm saying is, I'm just glad that this whole Harry Kane tack is off us now, and we can actually just focus as a team now. Like, I can actually look at the team right now that, like, I can look at the captain who unifies the actual squad, and I'm seeing rumors about him. I'm seeing rumors of potentially Son extending his contract again. After just extending his contract under Nuno. Deeper people, bro. Like, Son extended his contract under Nuno, and he could potentially do it under Postecoglou. I'm not saying Postecoglou is like Nuno, but I'm talking about in terms of the situation. Like, we don't know what Tottenham's going to be like. Son is 31, and he's willing to extend his contract. Maybe I should say how it is, man. For me, I see one guy that clearly loves Tottenham a lot more than the other guy did. But that's all I have to say.
Don't say that too loud, though, Jez. Don't say it too loud. People won't appreciate you saying that. Anytime I try to say that same argument, I get a lot of flack for it.
You know what it is, Jacob? These people can just hold that. I'll be honest. Like, again, but this is football. Football will be boring without opinions. Everybody
Absolutely.
Has opinions. But in the same time, people cannot judge me for having an opinion about how I feel about certain players. And for me, even though I had made certain comments about Son last season, as a player, in my appreciation for Son,
but Jez, can I also top off and tell me if I'm wrong here, but from a Spurs fan perspective, LFC for the double at 614 said, the truth hurting you this bad that you're disrespectful to your legend Kane. I was not. And it's not the truth that does it. You can, again, my breath may smell. My car may be shitty. I may clean the bathrooms at McDonald's. Those may all be true. But why? Why do you have to talk about it like that? Like, I understand, like, the human aspect of, he needs to speak out and speak his truth. And, like, bro, see a therapist. You don't need to see a journalist and start bashing the place that has employed you for so long. This is my gripe against Eric Dyer was always, this man is okay with going in the public face and shitting on us. And we pay him, and he does that. Kane was a part of that evening, just didn't go on camera and do it. So I was a little bit like, okay, I guess he gets a pass, and he's our legend. It's not disrespectful to point out all the times he failed for us. It's not disrespectful to point out truths and observations.
Exactly. That's the key word there. Truth. Like LFC for the double said, like how we cannot accept the truth. He can't accept the truth that he never stepped up first. That's the reality.
Yeah. And it's the same thing. The same thing I said last time I was on here, Flawless, about Pochettino. People don't like it. It's uncomfortable conversations, like Eddie said. People don't want to hear that Pochettino's a loser and couldn't get us over the line. People don't want to hear that about Harry Kane because he scored a whole bunch of goals. And granted, I haven't known a Tottenham without Harry Kane as a diehard fan. I haven't known that existence. But now that he's not here and he's talking shit, it's just like, all right, then. I didn't want to call out the fact you're a loser in finals, but yet here you are making me do this. I have to pull out these now. I have to now say, it's not just us who were losers, sir. You wore the captain's armband for how many matches? We sang your name in the stadium. You are one of our own, and you set the tone. You allowed us to be losers. You leave, and now you're saying, like, it's like a girl convincing you, quit your job. We're together. I'll take care of you. Quit your job, all this. Then she leave you because you're a loser who quit your job. I'm sorry, honey. I'm just following your lead here. Thought you were leading me to greener
it's like,
pastures.
you can say my breath stink. I can't say you got roaches in your crib. That's what it is.
Do you know what it is with Kane? Like, I don't understand why he's even.
Crib. I ain't say nothing, but you want to talk about my breath.
Yeah.
You know what it is with Kane? Like,
We
what
were
I'm not
cool.
understanding. Like, it's not even like Tottenham's not even saying anything about him. Like, they're not putting any reports out there.
You know what it is, man.
Yeah.
You know what it is.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, if you've got a problem, if you've got this issues, bro, just deal with it internally. Say it after your career or something like that.
Write a
what-
book when
right
you're
now,
done.
But Ahmed, you know what it is? Because this guy is upset that he's 30 years old and he's blaming everybody by himself that he didn't win a trophy yet. That's what. It's the reality. He had
You know
trouble,
what?
But even forget that. Fuck that.
Yeah.
What about England? What about England, bro?
That's what I'm saying. He doesn't perform for us. He doesn't perform for the national team. Maybe the problem isn't Spursy. It's Caney. Maybe we're too caney. We've been way too caney for all these years. And now they're all like, we got this caney off our back. Now look at us. Talk to us nicely.
And the thing is here, all the people that saying in the chat, I'm disrespecting the club legend. No. I've seen people unfollow Kane. I still follow Kane on Twitter. I still follow Kane on IG. And to be honest, for the people that unfollowed him, I get it because there's a part of me that feels like, yo, let me unfollow this guy because what the fuck is he talking about? But at the same time, like, I'm not taking these comments too deep anymore because he's not at the club anymore. Like, for me, it's just one of them ones where, like, I feel like he's letting all this by these comments, he let all these frustrations out and just not taking any sort of accountability. Because even at the time when he was at Spurs, I don't remember him take accountabilities after these multiple, even semi-finals or finals, just games against Nottingham Forest or who did we just play, Sheffield United last year. Like, ironically, ghosted in both of them. Ironically, but it's just the story of Harry Kane. Like, just when it matters at Tottenham, he was nowhere to be seen. And for me,
Also,
I would be feeling differently. I would be feeling differently about it if he at least stepped up in some of these games, but we still lose. Then okay, you know what? I kind of get it.
And Christian Eriksen had some quotes. After these quotes came out, they asked Christian Eriksen, whom was here for some of those finals, they asked, does Kane have a better chance of winning now that he's with Bayern? And he says, or basically asking him about Kane's quotes. I can't remember verbatim, but Eriksen came out and said that, I don't think it does. Basically contradicting Kane's comments, saying that we were close several times when we were both at Spurs. So I'm gonna pull up the actual quote so I can quote. My buddy sent it to me because
someone in the comment section pull up the quotes as well, the Ericsson quotes. But yeah, if you can find them, Jacob, that's calm. Before we continue,
So-
hey, over 170 of you locked in, only at 69 likes. Get us up to triple digits, people, man. Get us up to 100 likes. Like check 1212. Before we close out, hit that like button. Hit share across all the socials. Subscribe. Don't worry, I will start the best questions. Of course, if you super chat, get straight to your comment, your question as well. But yeah, go on, Jacob.
So the Eriksen asked if Kane had bigger chances winning at Bayern compared to Spurs. Quote, no, I don't think so. Even when I was at Spurs, we were close many times. So shut the hell up, Harry Kane. That guy was part of the squad that lost as well.
Bro, we were in title charges. We were in cup finals. We were competing like multiple things. But apparently when you say anything bad about him, you're a Kane hater. How can you not appreciate him? No, I'm not a Kane hater, but I'm just somebody that just likes speaking the truth. And the truth is that he's part of the teams that failed. Like, and some people, even before Poch went to Chelsea, and I know there was a stream where I wasn't here, and Jacob was here having the debate about it. Even to Erna, I told her as well. As much as she likes Poch, or she liked, I don't know how she still feels about Poch, but during that time, I told her many times, Poch was also a reason why we felt as the team, as the owners, as the manager, everybody felt during that period because it wasn't like Pep was dominating the league or Klopp was here dominating or was doing the Luigi to Pep. Nah, it was Leicester and a shitty Arsenal team. Like, that's the reality. And even Man United, like, you had Man United just, I don't know what Man United was doing that period. It's like competing for third, second, winning cup, the European trophy, the Europa League, and cup. Like, I don't know what Man United was like. They were just like a bogey team, but in the top table, like instead of the relegation battle. But you get what I'm trying to say. So during that period, everybody that didn't help us win the trophy, to the players, to the manager, to the owners, everybody takes a part blame of it. But for whatever reason, everybody takes the blame of it. But for Kane, you can't blame him. But this is my biggest issue with Harry Kane, and but I just hope with him being gone, we can actually build a team now. Because I feel like there's always this responsibility of we have to win for Harry Kane. Now we can actually win for Tottenham in the funds. That's reality.
You know what it is, man? I just think a lot of people still like a nuanced conversation. You know, some players were carrying teams on their backs, but at the same time, they could also be the reason why you didn't win that trophy. Two things can be true at the same time, innit? Just need to have that level of nuance.
And to LFC for the double says we are the most downplayed team. Luigi, man, I hate people. Yeah, you're a better number 2 than Luigi. I've said this, man. You're Ken. So you have Ryu and Ken. You're Ken. Like Ken's the best number 2 we've ever seen. Am I lying? You know what I'm saying? For any Street Fighter fans, like Ken he's a fantastic. He's not Ryu, but he's still a fantastic number 2.
Being number 2 is still bad.
It's still, again, yes, that's not the point I'm making. The point that I'm making is though they are the best second choice we've ever seen, which is Ken. Tell me I'm lying. When
I'm just saying.
You know what I'm saying? If you can't both pick Ryu because you're arguing with your brethren, I had that many a time where we both wanted to pick Ryu. So I'd be Ryu and my brethren would be Ryu in the alternate costume.
The point I'm trying to make for us is not like about who's number 2, or whether you're Ken or whether you're Luigi.
Yeah, I'm just saying for LFC for the double, he's right. Like,
yeah, but for like LFC,
I called them. You know what I'm saying? Super Saiyan Luigi, which is also a compliment because Luigi's a great number 2. Luigi was a huge part of like the Mario dynasty and Mario's success. Let's not act like he's Tails. When it comes to like Sonic and Tails, like no one don't really
because they did him wrong in the Mario movie.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, but like Luigi, like I'm saying overall, like he's a major part of like just Mario in general. You know what I'm saying? Same way Ken is with Ryu. So yeah, you lot are Ken, man. You know what I'm saying?
But can I
honestly, man?
Go
ahead, bro.
Just want to say, because Lewis said it as well in the chat again, like what he said that wasn't wrong. I think something in those lines, and I said this already before I went on what I have to say. Everything that Kane said, I don't think he has really said anything wrong in my opinion. I feel like it was just the unnecessary in the whole situation. Like you just going to England, and nobody was expecting like you speak. Like I thought this should have been like just a closed chapter. Spurs fans maybe still cry about Kane because we have Richarlison up top. Cool, it is what it is, and like I don't really have an issue. But really coming out and making these comments, and again, these are some dumbass quotes, anyways. Like it's like saying, it's like you moving from Luton Town to Chelsea and saying at Luton Town at Chelsea I'm expected to win trophies. Of course, you're at Chelsea, not at Luton Town. Luton Town, their stadium you can walk in from a back garden. Like,
and you're telling me Tuchel's got this elite mentality mindset. That's the fans. Tuchel, what is the first thing he did when they lost that match the first time they had Harry Kane? Well, we just weren't ready. We just weren't prepared. We weren't good. Excuses, bro. You dropped the ball. Own up. He's going to Excuses FC. He'll fit right in.
But that's just the German mentality.
I didn't want to be here. I didn't want to be in this stance, but he forced me here. It's not my fault.
100%. Like, see, this thing. That's why I don't like the Spurs fans who are angry at the Spurs fans who, like Jacob, for example, how they express themselves. Like, first and foremost, who are you to tell someone to feel about a situation? I'm not telling everybody. By the way, everybody in every Spurs fans that's still on the chat. If you don't agree with my opinion, that's fine. I'm not really gonna, because everybody has an opinion on this, and I can't. There's not a type of conversation where I can change somebody's mind about. And this is just me being balanced here, like. But don't be mad at somebody for having an opinion because they make some people are just more emotional about these type of situations. Some people just view these things. Some people are fine. Some people are fine with Kane comments completely, and they say, "Oh yeah, of course the club let them down." But for people like me and Jacob, we are not really on that side. Like we just view life just differently. Maybe that's what it is, and I think these type of quotes just show that, innit? But it's what it is, man.
I agree with that, Jess.
No, you right. Hey, large up to everyone who is tapped in as well. We are gonna close out this show. We will be raiding the Gooners podcast, so they're doing a 24-hour live stream for charity. So we'll be raiding them. Big up to Potts who
Big ups
hit
to
me
them.
up and was like, yeah, can you raid them? So shout out my guy Dan Potts every single time as well. I need to get him over here on this channel also, but you see him on his own channel, AFTV, all that good stuff. Anything any of you man want to add before we do indeed close out?
Obviously, almost at 1K, so it'd be great. Like literally.
Make sure you subscribe to Ahmed's channel,
so
the Bridge
obviously
258. Someone actually dropped the link for his channel in the chat, please, people.
So it'd be quite pleasurable, obviously, to do. So got a new video out just on like the first 4 games, what our teams placed and everything. So I did like a new format of just me in the corner, like a little like thing on that. So for you guys to see.
And to LFC for the double says, hope one of you lot lose the league on 98 points to be Luigi. Here's the thing is, I've seen Manchester United lose many league titles. I've seen us lose.
Like we didn't go through fucking
league title.
2013.
Yeah, like I've seen us lose not every single one, but like the vast majority. The only one I don't remember too tough like that didn't really affect me was the Blackburn one. But I've seen probably Manchester United in terms of being in the title race losing every one bar that one. I have no idea how many points we finished on. Doesn't matter if it was 99, doesn't matter if it was 109, doesn't matter if it was 68. Losing a league title is still devastating. Regardless.
And L was an O.
Yes.
You know how many times I have to hear
Play Luigi's
Aguero?
Mansion.
Yeah.
I hear Aguero almost every fucking week. That call just, bro, it's terrible.
Yeah.
So yo,
so
man, bring out the violence from my boy in the chat and his whiny ass.
Yeah,
what the hell
man.
you out here talking about, man? What you out here talking about, man?
Finishing second place in the Premier League in a title race. It don't matter how many points you won, how many goals you scored, how well you played football. Yo, it hurts same way. You know what I'm saying? The certain times United lost the league, I will never get over. Like Eddie mentioned one. All the others, they still burn now, but we move. You know what I'm saying? We do indeed move. But yeah, go on, Jacob. Was you gonna say something?
I was gonna say, being Luigi ain't bad. Look at if you ever played Luigi's Mansion.
Oh,
He's the hero. I played number 2 recently. He's the hero.
There we
So,
go. You know what
there
I'm
you go.
saying? So there you go, man. So Liverpool fans, you lot be alright.
that's just
And
the
you
one
probably-
trophy.
And you know what it is,
Jacob.
Liverpool. You'll probably finish second this season as well. But don't forget, people, all the shows on the channel, all the live shows on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube are available on audio only platforms. So SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, wherever you listen to podcasts, type in Sarcasm City TV. This show and all the other shows will pop up in audio only platforms. So SoundCloud, hit us with a follow. Spotify, all you Android users, anyone who uses Spotify for music, type in Sarcasm City TV, follow us, and 5-star us on there. Same with iTunes, Apple Podcasts as well. Any iPhone users, 5-star us on there. And wherever else you listen to podcasts, if you type in Sarcasm City TV, this show, all the other shows will indeed pop up and kick as well. I'll be bringing back the watch-alongs I mentioned, obviously, when the Premier League's back. So Bournemouth, Chelsea, Everton, Arsenal, I believe, are the 2 games you'll get this week as well. So make sure you check that out. Like I said, download the Kick app for free. Sign up for free. Same way you watch and comment on YouTube. It's the exact same on the Sarcasm City TV Kick. So go follow us over there. Premier League fan calling shows, NBA content, because the NBA will be starting soon. Boxing content, all over there. F1, all over there as well. But Jacob, always big having you on. Let them know where they can find you and all that good stuff, man, and what you got coming up on your channel.
Yeah, right here, United Spurs of America. During the show tonight, we hit over 2,400, so that was nice. Next up,
Congrats,
2,500.
big homie.
Appreciate that.
Big up,
I've been hustling at it, so nice to see your hard work pay off, so to speak. So what I really like is the streams I have over there. I try to keep the vibes immaculate. Obviously, when quotes like today came out, I was a little bit less immaculate today on today's stream because I had to talk about the Harry Kane thing. I hadn't really thought about it. Someone asked me live on air, and as you can see, it's still carried over today because it's still sitting with me, and I think that's okay. We all process things differently. One day I will be beyond it, and I won't care what Harry Kane says. But for now, it's still, darling, why you gotta do me like that? My mom has Facebook. She read you saying things about my breath and my bed game's weak, etc. Anyway, you can find me at United Spurs America. I won't rant about Kane every single time, only some of the time. But the vibes will always try to be immaculate. If not, it's just because I'm too passionate and transitions to something else. But big up, man. Thank you for having me. Usually got something every day throughout the week, so got something coming up.
Yo, United Spurs of America people, make sure you check out Jacob's channel. Ahmed Bridge 258. Let him know what you got coming up.
Obviously, I'm trying to find content. It's just nothing really but to watch Chelsea. Like I kind of like, unironically blew my load too quickly this week with like all of the Chelsea content essentially. Oh my god! Okay, man, chill out. No, but I tried
You
to.
chill out. You chill out. Over again, a bit too giddy.
You getting hella
What you
excited
talking
about? I know it's international break. You got more time.
I knew in the side of it, I fucked up. But no, on a serious note, obviously, I usually try to do daily content somewhere around about 8 p.m., 9 p.m. Like a short 10-minute video usually. Today was I think I did 80 minutes.
UK time, by the way, people.
Yes, 8 p.m. UK time to be exact, of course. Yeah, man. Obviously, that you'll get the live stream for 2 p.m. for Chelsea versus Bournemouth on Sunday, 1 p.m. Sunday 1 p.m.
Sunday game, or is it Saturday? Is it Sunday? Yeah.
It's a Sunday game. It's a Sunday game,
first.
2 p.m. So yeah, you catch me there. But obviously tomorrow I'm on Player's Choice. You can catch me there. And just my usual video will be available for you guys a bit earlier because it'll be 8 p.m. because I have to be there then. So
Hey,
it'll be 8 p.m.
Ahmed, I'm not. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. Because the basketball takes were so trash on that channel, I legit blocked.
I hear you, bro.
I didn't do it, but nah. Shout out to you though, for real.
Hey man, no problem, bro. It's all good, man. I hear you though. The NBA takes there, man. I listen to them and I'm like, log out, man. Time to log out. You know what I'm saying?
A big up to Husband Hippie who says fun stream. Thanks, folks. Glad you lot enjoyed it. Big up to everyone who joined over with Jacob. Big up everyone who joined from the raid from Lewis's channel. Everyone who joined the raid from Casually FC. Everyone supporting. What we got coming up? I was gonna say today. So 4:30 p.m. Mandem United podcast. So I'll be talking all things Manchester United. Obviously the solo one, and then doing the most. Obviously, we normally do it based off the Premier League weekend's games just gone. But because it's international break, myself, Ahmed, Jez, and Ryan will be just taking your questions on the Premier League, people. So make sure you check out the upcoming live stream schedule here on the YouTube because I've already updated it till next week, Sunday. So you know all the shows that are indeed coming up. But hit the like button on this video, whether you're watching this live right now or watching this back. Subscribe as well because we are now 42 away. Wait, no, 32 away, sorry. Only 32 subscribers away from 8,000. So we are going to hit 8,000 subscribers in this week coming in the next few days. And there will be an 8K subscriber party as well. Then it's rolled to 9K, then 10K people. So just continue to support Sarcasm City TV in the manner and the fashion in which you have. So yeah, love to everyone who's tuned in. Make sure, like I said, check out the raid they're doing on the Gooners podcast for the 24-hour thing for charity. And this has been the Manchester United Chelsea Spurs show, Mandem United podcast, Ballers at the Bridge podcast, talking at Tottenham Talk live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Big up for tuning in.
Tuchel up.